Hi, Internet. I'm John Appleseed. Thank you for joining me today. We're going to do the Saturday New York Times Crossword Puzzle for April 18th, 2026. The constructor is Jesse Cohn. Will Shorts is the editor. And let's see what we've got. Typically, Saturday puzzles will have no theme, just kind of long answers, which we got two long stacks that go almost all the way across the grid. A lot of longish vertical answers as well. Okay, let's see what we have. One across. The Jeffersons or the Simpsons, notably. They are families. Moving on up to the east side, to a deluxe apartment in the sky. Like the Jeffersons when I was a kid. 8 across. Team with the mascot Big Al. Familiarly, don't know that. 12 across. In time. Unusual that I would get any of these long ones with only one, with no crossing letters in them, but I like to take a look. 14 across. Dish purportedly invented in Los Angeles' Little Tokyo neighborhood. California roll. Does that fit? It does. I would just think of some kind of Japanese dish with maybe with a California influence, and California roll comes to me, so I think that might be right. 14 down. Item in a list on the fridge. Not sure. 12 down. Blitzed. Nope. 1 down. Did business with in a way. Nope. 2 down. Blowgun projectile. So poison dart fits. Yeah. That would be the typical thing to be blown through a blowgun in a movie. 3 down. Words before a penny or a treat. Words before a penny. If you see a penny, pick it up. No. 4 down. 5th most abundant element in the universe. 4 letters. Neon? I don't know that. 5 down. Lieutenant in Catch 22. Clips from the remake of that have been showing up in my YouTube feed. I read the book when I was in high school. Don't remember the lieutenant's name. 6 down. Into. Nope. 4 down. Breakfast dish that might go over well with a question mark. So go over is probably some kind of joke or pun. Like eggs over easy or something. 13 down. Blank. Pull downs. Exercise. Lat. Pull down. Works your lats. 8 across. Yeah, team with the mascot Big Al, which I don't know. 8 down. How people get into a swimming pool, typically. They jump in, they wade in, they dive in. Nope. 9 down. Yom Kippur observers. Yom Kippur, I think, is the day of fasting and atonement. So maybe if you were observing that day, you would be atoning. You'd be an atoner. 10 down. Like the cheese in fondue. Fondue means melted in French. And that is what the cheese is in a fondue. 11 down. Backdrop for many Van Gogh paintings. So Van Gogh painted in the town of Arles in southern France. So I was reminded by the great film Ronin, which had an epic car chase there. So Bama, does Bama have Big Al as their mascot? Yeah, Big Al, Alabama. That makes sense. In time, sooner or later, something like that, something ending in later. In time, eventually, yeah. I was thinking in time as in before the deadline, but if we think of in time as eventually this will happen, it will happen sooner or later. It will happen in time. In for a penny, in for a pound is a phrase, and you're in for a treat, that's also a phrase. I'm going to try neon is the 5th most abundant element in the universe. That wouldn't have been my guess, but I don't know much about that sort of thing. Jeffersons and Simpsons were spin-offs. Yeah, Jeffersons was a spin-off of All in the Family. And Simpsons, they were first shown on the Tracy Ullman Show. Yeah, as a short. Okay, did business with in a way. 1 down. Sold to. 15 across. New York's Blank Valley, Hudson Valley. Item on a list, in a list on the fridge. Cheese. Well, no, that doesn't fit. What's that? What else would you put on your I'm thinking of a grocery item. No. Blitzed. Blitzed meaning drunk here, I think. Sauced is another way to say that. Treat. To doctor? Not really. Freon is a refrigerant. I guess it is non-eco-friendly. Unite is to wed, I think, for 23 across, 17 down. Texas Air Hub, that's Dallas-Fort Worth. You might have a list of chores on your fridge. Okay, so not something you would need to buy. I keep a list on the fridge, or I have in the past, of, grocery items. So it's there in the fridge. When I look in, I say, oh, we need more cheese. I can write that on the list. So doctor, I think of to treat an ailment. Oh, I wouldn't use doctor as a verb there, but I'll allow it for crossword purposes. But I would use doctor to mean to monkey with something, to adulterate it. So, but I think that is correct for the purposes of this puzzle. 18 across, new outfit or accessory for a character in video game speak. Isn't that your skin? I don't know. 16 across, thawing is détente. I think a term from diplomacy. Into 6 down, fond of. Rubber ducky, I'm awfully fond of you. Okay, so this is an over easy egg. Fried eggs is a breakfast dish, and you might order it over easy or over well. Over hard would be the opposite of over easy, I think, where the yolk is more cooked through, but I think over well works there. Okay, so a modification for the video game thing. 21 across, term in the bedroom, maybe. Term in the bedroom. No, how people get into a swimming pool, typically. A barrel? No. Bare toed? What is this? Things that shouldn't be hidden. Hidden fees. Barefoot. You would be barefoot when you enter a swimming pool, typically. A safe word is a term in the bedroom. Okay, good heavens, New York Times. Not the topic I want to think about this early on a Saturday morning. 26 across, metros in the 1990s. There was a Metro Geo car. I think that's what that is. 24 across, two-pronged. Dual, I guess. 21 down, start to give. Is it a prefix that goes before the word give, or to start to give something is to... I'm not sure what that is. Should be able to get that, but I can't. Silky-haired toy for 18 down. Is a toy can be a small dog, and there's a dog called a Maltese. So I think that might be right. I haven't heard of a... I don't know that Maltese have silky hair. I'm not sure that toy means dog there, but I think that works. 27 across, just wait a sec. No, what's 30 across? Name that spiked in popularity following a 2013 Disney movie, probably Elsa from Frozen. 22 down is, hey, no backing out now. No, and 28 down, textures, affectionate sign-off, maybe I love you, I-L-Y. So is this something tight? Hold tight, sit tight? Poison dart, I like that A. Wait just a sec. Hang tight. Okay, so it begins to collapse. It starts to give. It starts to sag. Yes, okay, so 21 down is sag. 25 down, still waffling, undecided. Yep. 29 across, cowboy's friend. Hey, partner, or pard. You might hear a cowboy say in an old movie. 34 across, you've got nothing to worry about. Take it easy. Something easy. Hang easy. Sit easy. Wait easy. 34 down. Musketeers tool. So the three musketeers were known as swordsmen, although literally I guess a musketeer would use a musket as their primary weapon. So I don't know what it is. Is it like a ramrod or something you'd use to load a musket? 29 down is it's not fit for human consumption. No, and 27 down, relatives of Ottomans. So it could be an empire, like the Ottoman Empire, or probably more likely a footrest. An ottoman is a footrest you put in front of your chair. So something like that, probably some furniture item. 38 across, routine surfaces. What could routine mean here? Like a gymnast routine might be performed on the surface of a mat. Let's try mats. 41 across, words of endorsement. No, 44 across, make-believe sorrow. Make-believe sorrow. Where are my sorrows now? What happened to that clown? And is that self-contented clown standing there grinning in the mirror really me? So that's what comes to mind when I hear the word sorrow. Make-believe sorrow. Nope. 46 across, cause of amusement to a vet, maybe. Nope. And 47 across, daredevils, calculation. I guess the odds, or maybe risk. A daredevil might calculate the odds of surviving whatever he or she is about to do. Risk might fit there as well. Less than milli, more than nano. So these are prefixes. Milli and nano are both small, so maybe micro goes in the middle of those. Millimeter, nanometer, micrometer. Musketeer's tool. Still don't know that. Not fit for human consumption. And relatives of Ottomans. Nope. Okay, let's move over to this side of the puzzle. 31 across, finalized. Done, D-U-N. Nope. 36 across, all-time scoring leader for the Miami Heat. Familiarly. Well, didn't Bam Adebayo just score like 82 points in a game or something? So it's probably, that was the points in a game, but all-time scoring leader, so cumulative record. Who is the big player for the Heat? LeBron James? Well, familiarly. So we're looking for a nickname for a player. I don't know what it is. 39 across, Browns on a scoreboard. That's the Cleveland Browns football team. 40 across, mathematics writer Gardner. Don't know that. 43 across, arrived. Nope. 35 down, Nissan model. I think there's a Nissan Altima. 45 down, calculation. Probably calculus here. What's something you would calculate in calculus? Don't know. 43 down, play with. Nope. 40 down, paint option. No. 5-letter term dealing with paint, mat, comes to mind. Probably could be something else. Hey, no backing out now. We have, I don't know. 37 down, brings about as havoc. The phrase is to wreak havoc. He wreaks havoc. 31 down, cutting stuff. Nope, 32 down, cuts a line with a question mark. So a way you might cut a line out of a piece of text would be editing. So he edits, he cuts a line. It takes two hands to show for 33 down. It takes two hands to show. Something you show that takes two hands. The time on a clock. No. Finalized. I still don't know this basketball player. Mathematics writer Marnie or something. Arrived. Came at. Make-believe sorrow. No, 46 across. That's the cause of amusement to a vet. I'm thinking veterinarian. Could be veteran, I guess. But I'm thinking of it. It is the name of an animal that has a funny something related to humor in its name. And I don't know what that is. Some fairy tale characters for 48 across. dancers in a fairy tale? Fairy tale. Huh, okay, so I'm struggling with the bottom half of the puzzle here. You've got nothing to worry about. Wait easy, but doesn't really seem like a common phrase. Musketeer's tool. A ramrod. Yeah, it is something you would use to load your musket. Rest easy, for you've got nothing to worry about. It's not fit for human consumption. Pet food. Okay, by definition, it's for your pet. Words of endorsement. I'm for it. There we go. A hassock. What is a hassock? Sounds like a furniture thing. I would think of it. I'm influenced by it being similar to the word hammock, so I would think it would be like some kind of bed, but maybe it is closer to an ottoman. Crocodile tears are make-believe sorrow, fake tears. Rookie mistake, cause of amusement to a vet. Okay, I think this a vet is a veteran here, and somebody, not necessarily a veteran of a war, but a veteran of whatever field we're talking about, might be amused by a newbie making a common mistake, and he'd say, hey, Rook, that's a rookie mistake you just made. So 42 down, metric for a venture capitalist, so that's return on investment, ROI. Nissan Altima looks right. 45 down, calculus, calculation. Calculus is abbreviated, I think it's calculus, it could be something else, but calculus is abbreviated in the clue, so we're going to have another abbreviation as an answer, LIT. I don't know what that is. Play with, mess with. Damsels, I guess, could be fairy tale characters. So you calculate limb, or LIM. Is that? I never made it past algebra in school, so anything with trigonometry or calculus, I only know because I've seen it in a crossword puzzle. I don't know what LIM is. That an abbreviation? I don't know it as a word. LIM. Nope. Okay, we have a deal. Or hey, we had a deal. You can't go back on our deal. You can't back out now. Okay, that works. D. Wade. Is that a basketball player? Arrived, made it for 43 down, 43 across, sorry. Cutting stuff. Cutting like a cutting remark, a witty remark. Satire would fit there. Okay, then finalized. It's set in stone. It takes two hands to show. So if you're showing, I'm this many old, if you want to say 10, you would have to use both hands. That gives us Martin Gardner as a plausible name for this mathematics writer, and Dwade, or D. Wade. And I gotta confess, I don't know that basketball player. Okay, but I think E will finish the puzzle. There we go. We brought it in under 20 minutes, which is in line with my usual time. So this wasn't overly difficult, or I didn't struggle with it a lot, although I felt like there were a lot of parts I didn't quite get. Limb, I'm going to have to look this up. I feel like this is a nickname, D. Wade. And you'd think I would know that, but I don't. So, yeah, what else was kind of difficult? A ramrod, musketeer's tool. I did think, well, we're probably looking for something like a musket rather than a sword, because a musketeer uses a musket as their primary weapon, despite Alexandre Dumas's writing. So there we go. That wasn't bad. I like that one. Okay, not bad for a Saturday, not too difficult. California roll. I think it's rare that I'm able to get one of these long across answers or down answers in a Saturday puzzle without any crossing letters. But I do like having the longer answers in the puzzle because once you get one filled in, it gives you a lot of crossings to work with. All right, that was a good one. Thanks for watching. Please come back for more puzzling games. I'll see you next time.